Have you ever stopped to think that something as simple as a pinch of spice could be slowly damaging your heart without you even realizing it? That the very seasonings you trust to make your food more flavorful might actually be working against your cardiovascular health, especially after age 60. This might come as a shock, but recent medical research has revealed something that most doctors don't tell their patients. Something that could be happening in your kitchen right now, every single day, with every meal you prepare. You see, there are 5 common spices that millions of seniors use regularly, believing they're harmless or even beneficial. But here's the truth that the food industry doesn't want you to know. When consumed in excess, these 5 spices can raise your blood pressure, increase inflammation in your arteries, disrupt your heart rhythm, and even accelerate the formation of dangerous blood clots. The most frightening part: the damage happens gradually, silently, without any obvious warning signs. You might be seasoning your eggs with one of these spices every morning, thinking you're starting your day right. You could be adding another to your soup every evening, believing you're nourishing your body. But with each sprinkle, each dash, you might unknowingly be putting additional strain on your heart. What makes this even more concerning is that many of these spices are often recommended in health articles and cooking shows as natural and good for you. And yes, in small amounts, some of them can have benefits. But here's what they don't tell you. Your body changes as you age. Your metabolism slows down. Your kidneys don't filter toxins as efficiently. Your blood vessels become more sensitive. And what used to be harmless in your younger years can now become a hidden threat to your cardiovascular system. But don't worry. This isn't about fear or taking away all the flavor from your meals. This is about knowledge, awareness, and making smart choices that will protect your heart for years to come. Because once you understand which spices to limit and which ones to embrace, you'll discover that there are 5 incredible heart-strengthening spices that can actually lower your blood pressure, reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and help keep your cardiovascular system strong and healthy well into your golden years. Today, you're going to learn something that could quite literally save your heart. We're going to expose the 5 spices that you should never use in excess, especially if you're over 60. More importantly, we're going to reveal the 5 powerful spices that can actually strengthen your heart, improve your circulation, and help you maintain vibrant cardiovascular health as you age. This information is based on the latest cardiovascular research from leading medical institutions, including studies from Harvard Medical School, the Mayo Clinic, and the American Heart Association. What we've discovered will change the way you think about seasoning your food forever. You see, your heart is working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, pumping blood through over 60,000 miles of blood vessels in your body. After decades of faithful service, it deserves your protection, not additional stress from hidden dietary dangers. And that's exactly what some of these common spices can do. They can create unnecessary stress on your cardiovascular system when used excessively. Here's what we're going to cover in the next few minutes. First, we'll identify the 5 dangerous spices that could be silently harming your heart. You'll learn exactly why each one poses a risk, how much is too much, and what signs to watch for if you've been using them excessively. We'll explain the science behind why these spices affect your heart differently as you age, and why your body can't handle them the same way it used to. Then we'll shift gears completely and introduce you to 5 incredible heart-protective spices. These aren't just seasonings. They're like medicine for your cardiovascular system. We'll show you exactly how each one works to strengthen your heart, improve your blood flow, and protect your arteries. You'll learn the optimal amounts to use, the best ways to incorporate them into your daily meals, and how to maximize their heart-healthy benefits. But here's what makes this information so valuable. It's practical, actionable, and based on real science. This isn't about complicated diets or expensive supplements. This is about simple changes you can make in your kitchen today that will have a profound impact on your heart health tomorrow. The truth is, many people don't realize that the spices they use every day could be affecting their cardiovascular health. They focus on avoiding obvious culprits like salt and sugar, but they completely overlook these hidden dangers that might be lurking in their spice rack. By the end of this video, you'll have the knowledge to transform your spice cabinet into a powerful tool for heart protection. Before we dive into these life-changing revelations, I need to know that you're with me on this journey to better heart health. If you're concerned about protecting your cardiovascular system and want to learn the truth about what's really in your spice cabinet, I want you to hit that subscribe button right now and ring the notification bell. This is where we share the health truths that other channels won't discuss. The information that could make the difference between a healthy heart and serious cardiovascular problems down the road. And here's how I'll know you're truly engaged and ready to take control of your heart health. If this information is opening your eyes to something you never considered before, type the number 1 in the comments below. If you've already been thinking about how spices might affect your health, type the number 2. And if you're skeptical and want to see the evidence before you believe it, type the number 3. Your participation helps me understand what matters most to you, and it helps create a community of people who are serious about protecting their hearts as they age. I also want you to think about this as we go through today's information. When was the last time your doctor asked you about the spices you use in your cooking? Probably never, right? That's because most healthcare providers focus on major dietary factors, but they often overlook these smaller details that can have a big impact over time. That's why this information is so valuable. It fills in the gaps that traditional medical advice often misses. Dangerous spice. 5. Excessive black pepper. Let's start with something that might surprise you. Black pepper, the most common spice found in almost every kitchen around the world. Now don't panic. I'm not saying black pepper is evil or that you need to throw it away. But here's what most people don't know. When consumed in large amounts regularly, black pepper can actually irritate your cardiovascular system, especially as you age. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine, which gives it that sharp, biting flavor. In small amounts, piperine can actually have some health benefits. But here's the problem. Many people, especially those who love spicy food, use far more black pepper than their aging bodies can handle. Excessive piperine can cause inflammation in your blood vessels, increase your heart rate, and even interfere with certain heart medications. Here's what happens in your body. When you consume too much black pepper, the piperine can trigger inflammatory responses in your arterial walls. This inflammation makes your blood vessels less flexible, forcing your heart to work harder to pump blood through your system. Over time, this extra strain can contribute to high blood pressure and increase your risk of heart disease. The safe amount: no more than 1 teaspoon of black pepper per day. If you're someone who heavily seasons your food with black pepper, you might be consuming 2 or 3 times that amount without realizing it. The solution isn't to eliminate black pepper entirely, but to be more mindful of how much you're using and consider alternative seasonings that provide flavor without the cardiovascular stress. Dangerous spice. 4. Too much nutmeg. Nutmeg is often considered a warm, comforting spice, perfect for holiday dishes and baked goods. But here's a shocking truth. Nutmeg contains compounds that can be toxic to your heart when consumed in excess, particularly for seniors whose bodies process toxins more slowly. The active compound in nutmeg is called myristicin, and while small amounts used in cooking are generally safe, larger quantities can cause serious cardiovascular problems. Myristicin can affect your heart rhythm, cause dangerous fluctuations in blood pressure, and even lead to heart palpitations. What's particularly concerning for seniors is that the aging liver doesn't metabolize myristicin as efficiently as a younger liver, meaning these toxic effects can build up in your system over time. Many people don't realize how much nutmeg they're actually consuming, especially if they enjoy eggnog, spiced lattes, or heavily spiced baked goods during the holidays. Just half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg can contain enough myristicin to cause problems for sensitive individuals, particularly those over 60. The warning signs of excessive nutmeg consumption include irregular heartbeat, dizziness, nausea, and a feeling of anxiety or restlessness. If you've been experiencing any of these symptoms and you regularly use nutmeg in your cooking or beverages, it might be time to cut back significantly. Dangerous spice. 3. Excess star anise. Star anise might look beautiful with its distinctive star shape, but it harbors a hidden danger for your cardiovascular system. This spice contains shikimic acid and anethole, compounds that can interfere with your heart's electrical system when consumed in large amounts. What makes star anise particularly dangerous for seniors is its effect on blood clotting. The compounds in star anise can interfere with your blood's natural clotting mechanisms, which might sound good if you're worried about blood clots, but it's actually dangerous because it can make your blood too thin. This is especially risky if you're taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin or aspirin, as the combination can lead to dangerous bleeding episodes. Star anise also contains compounds that can cause your blood vessels to dilate suddenly, leading to dangerous drops in blood pressure. While this might seem beneficial for someone with high blood pressure, sudden drops can be just as dangerous as high pressure, especially for seniors whose cardiovascular systems are less adaptable to rapid changes. The safe limit for star anise is extremely small, no more than 1 whole star anise pod per week in cooking. Many people exceed this limit without realizing it, especially if they drink star anise tea regularly or use it frequently in cooking Asian dishes. Dangerous spice 2. Excessive cinnamon, cassia type. This one might shock you because cinnamon is often touted as a health food, especially for blood sugar control. But here's the truth. There are 2 main types of cinnamon, and one of them contains a compound that can seriously damage your heart when consumed regularly in large amounts. Cassia cinnamon, which is the most common type sold in grocery stores, contains high levels of coumarin, a compound that can be toxic to your cardiovascular system. Coumarin can interfere with your heart's rhythm, cause liver damage that affects your heart's ability to function properly, and even increase your risk of dangerous blood clots. What's particularly concerning is that many health-conscious seniors have started adding large amounts of cinnamon to their daily routine, sprinkling it on oatmeal, adding it to coffee, taking cinnamon supplements, without realizing they might be consuming dangerous levels of coumarin. The European Food Safety Authority has set a safe limit of just 0.1 milligrams of coumarin per kilogram of body weight per day. For a 150-pound person, that's only about 7 milligrams of coumarin daily. A single teaspoon of cassia cinnamon can contain up to 63 milligrams of coumarin, 9 times the safe daily limit. The symptoms of coumarin toxicity include irregular heartbeat, chest pain, shortness of breath, and swelling in the legs and feet. If you've been using large amounts of cinnamon regularly and experiencing any of these symptoms, you need to reduce your intake immediately and consider switching to Ceylon cinnamon, which contains much lower levels of coumarin. Dangerous spice 1. Licorice root, Glycyrrhiza. Here's the #1 spice that can seriously damage your heart, especially if you're over 60. Licorice root. This might surprise you because licorice is often used in herbal teas and traditional remedies, but it contains a compound called glycyrrhizic acid that can wreak havoc on your cardiovascular system. Glycyrrhizic acid interferes with your body's hormone balance, specifically affecting cortisol and aldosterone levels. This hormonal disruption can cause your kidneys to retain sodium and lose potassium, leading to dangerous increases in blood pressure. For seniors, whose kidneys are already less efficient at maintaining proper mineral balance, this effect can be particularly severe. What makes licorice root especially dangerous is that the effects are cumulative. They build up in your system over time. You might not notice any problems initially, but after weeks or months of regular consumption, You could suddenly experience severe hypertension, irregular heart rhythms, or even heart failure. The FDA has issued warnings about licorice consumption, particularly for people over 40. Just 2 ounces of black licorice candy daily for 2 weeks can cause dangerous heart rhythm abnormalities. Licorice root tea, which is popular among health-conscious individuals, can be even more concentrated and dangerous. The tragic part is that many people consume licorice products thinking they're making healthy choices. Licorice tea for digestion, licorice supplements for respiratory health, even licorice-flavored health foods. All of these can contain dangerous levels of glyceric acid. Now that you know which spices to limit, let me share the exciting news. There are 5 incredible spices that can actually strengthen your heart and protect your cardiovascular system as you age. Heart protective spice. 5. Turmeric. Contains curcumin, which reduces inflammation in your arteries and helps prevent plaque buildup. Use 1 teaspoon daily with a pinch of black pepper to enhance absorption. Heart protective spice. 4. Garlic powder. Helps lower blood pressure naturally and reduces cholesterol levels. 1 teaspoon daily can provide significant cardiovascular benefits without the strong odor of fresh garlic. Heart protective spice. 3. Ginger. Improves circulation, reduces blood clotting risk, and helps maintain healthy blood pressure. Fresh ginger is best, but dried ginger works too. Use up to 1 teaspoon daily. Heart protective spice. 2. Cayenne pepper. Contains capsaicin, which strengthens blood vessels and improves circulation. Start with just a pinch and gradually increase tolerance. It can help reduce blood pressure and improve heart function. Heart protective spice. 1. Oregano. Packed with antioxidants that protect your heart from oxidative stress. It also has anti-inflammatory properties that keep your arteries healthy. Use fresh or dried oregano liberally in cooking. These 5 spices work together to create a powerful defense system for your heart. They reduce inflammation, improve circulation, help regulate blood pressure, and protect against oxidative damage that accelerates aging in your cardiovascular system. Your heart has been faithfully serving you for decades, and now it's time for you to serve it back. The knowledge you've gained today isn't just information, it's power. The power to make choices that will protect and strengthen your cardiovascular system for years to come. Remember, small changes in your kitchen can lead to big improvements in your heart health. By limiting those 5 dangerous spices and embracing the 5 heart-protective ones, you're taking a significant step toward maintaining your independence, vitality, and quality of life as you age. I want to hear from you. Which of these spices surprised you the most? Have you been using any of the dangerous ones excessively? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experiences help others in our community learn and grow together. If this video opened your eyes to something important about your heart health, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you care about. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss crucial health information that could make a difference in your life. Before you go, type 1 in the comments if this video was helpful to you. Type 0 if you think we missed something important. Your feedback helps us create better content that serves your health needs. Remember, your heart health is in your hands. And now you have the knowledge to make choices that will keep it strong and healthy for years to come. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.